Morning. Old Turkey Master here. Getting back with you on part 2 of this 22 Hornet 43. As you can see, I mounted a K10 weaver. That's one of them old steel tube weavers. Got the adjustable objective. Got a real fine crosshair in it, which I like. Well, I had another surprise on this Hornet. I didn't notice the last time I shot it, but this time I was looking at the cases, and lo and behold, it's not a regular Hornet. Somebody had rechambered it to 22K Hornet, and they didn't mark it on the barrel. Good gunsmith practice. Every time you change a chamber on the gun, you stamp it on the barrel. So when I was shooting regular Hornets in it, what it was doing was blowing the shoulders out. And far from in K Hornet cases, you can look on the internet and see the difference in a Hornet and a K Hornet case. Reloading them, I found me a set of reloading dies on eBay. And you can't use a regular Hornet die, so you got to get the K Hornet die. I loaded me up some ammo in the K cases that I blew out. And I could get 2/10 more grains of powder in it than I could in the regular Hornet case, because it stretched that case out. And as you can see, I Dura coated the barrel and the trigger guard, and I took it up there and shot it, and I also took it down to deer camp with me. We'd got a bench rest set up down there about 115 yards, and the thing is still shooting real good. I even loaded some B bullets up, and the reason they call them B bullet, 218 B bullet, is it's got a chandler. It's made to be loaded in lever action. Most of your B's are lever action. And it seemed like them hollow points pretty good. The one problem I had is the round's not feeding out of the clip. A 22 Hornet, the case is tapered nearly from the base all the way up, and so this clip is made for a regular Hornet. And that little shoulder on it's got a little sharp shoulder on that K Hornet. It didn't want to feed, so I've been shooting it single shot. I've just been loading them one at a time. But I'm going to work on that and see if I can improve it. Feeding a little bit, I might be able to help it out a little bit. So all is not as it seems when I bought it. So I'll just, since I got my loading dies now, I'll just leave it a K Hornet. And the thing shoots real good. That little gun powder seems to powder foul the barrel pretty quickly. It's a shotgun powder, and so you need to clean your barrel. I don't know, I clean about every 10 or 15 rounds. You can just run a patch through it and get a lot of that carbon out of there. It helps it shoot a lot better. But I got a little surprise there when I got to studying the cases. So, just cause it says it's one caliber on the barrel don't mean it's true. You need to look at your cases after you fire them. But it's a dandy little gun, and I'm just going to leave it like it is. And that scope works real good on it. I've been a pretty good while getting back, but I spent just about the whole month of October down at Sparta, Georgia at deer camp. Killed me a good 8-point down there. And just hanging out with some friends. And our deer season opens here pretty quick, but about a week before Thanksgiving, gun season opens. I'll gun hunt a little bit here. I'll show you another rifle that I got. I picked this up the other day. I like my little CZ 527 17 Hornet so good. And my favorite big caliber is a 270 Winchester. So I decided to look for a CZ in 270 Winchester. And this is a 550. I think they've discontinued this model in the standard calibers. They still make it in the Magnum calibers, but this has got the old Mauser bolt. Got the 2 locking lugs, just like any Mauser. And I prefer the Mauser type bolt over the recessed bolts with little tiny extractors like a Remington or a Seiko same way. I'm kind of old school. This reminds me a lot of the pre-64 Model 70 Winchester. And I bought this gun from a gentleman that he hadn't shot it. He had just bought it and stuck it in the cabinet. So it's like new. It's got a few handling marks on it. But it's all steel. This is all machined steel. Trigger guard, floor plate. And it's got a medium weight barrel. Now this is not a light gun. This is a pretty heavy gun. A buddy of mine brought a Kimber Classic in yesterday, and it probably weighed 3 pounds less than this gun does. These old steel guns are heavy, and it's got the full stock on it. A lot of the guns now, they'll thin the stocks down, trying to lighten them up. And I don't know if this is a factory ring. Well, I know they're factory rings, but they've been indexed and lapped. They take a ground rod that's real precise and put in here in place of scope and lap it with lapping compound to make sure this is in 100% alignment. I don't know if the previous owner done it or it was done at the factory, but it looks like factory stamped the index marks on it. And it's got a little lug to keep the rings from shifting on the back ring, kind of like a Seiko has got. Yeah, I really like. I've shot this gun. It's real accurate. I've not got the barrel broke in yet. I've got to shoot it. I clean about every 5 rounds when I'm breaking the barrel in. And this is probably going to be my go-to deer gun. Oh, it's a honey. If you run across one of these old 550s, I'm telling you, they're real rifles. They remind me of the old pre-64 Model 70s. And the only difference is the safety. Now, the safety on this one, it locks the bolt handle. And it doesn't have a middle position. It's either on or off. So you've got to totally release the safety to unload the rifle. And it's a sear block safety. I like a safety that blocks firing pin, but it seems to be really thick and heavy, and so I don't think I'll have any problems with it. And this gun also, I'm going to push this trigger forward, and it's a single set trigger. And if you want to do some precision shooting, it's like 3 ounces. And I can leave it on safe and try the trigger pull. And it's crisp, and if you don't set it, it's still got a good light hunting trigger pull. So that is all. I'll get back with you later. Turkey Master out.